alert tonight. It's a dangerous trend that's gaining popularity among high school students, and we're talking about vaping.
So we've asked our chief health editor, Dr. Nandi, to join us now to explain why smoke less doesn't necessarily mean harmless.
That's right, Alan. Fewer people are smoking traditional cigarettes these days, and that's a good thing because we know all about the health risks and they're enormous. But the e-cigarette industry is really booming. And although many people seem to think that the electronic versions may be better for you, that's not necessarily the case. According to a comprehensive new report, the research on electronic tobacco products is mixed. It may be safer than regular tobacco, but they may even help you quit. But there's also evidence showing that people who begin with e-cigarettes are more likely to get addicted to nicotine and then move on to the real thing.
So, Dr. Nandi, what would you say then to parents out there who are okay with their kids vaping because they do think that it's harmless?
You know, Glenda, I'll tell those parents they may want to think again. This new research shows that there are serious health consequences to vaping. It's also becoming a big problem for teachers and school administrators. One of the problems is that many of these electronic devices are small enough that they can easily fit inside the clothing. We're going to zoom in so you can see. Here's a little, vaping device, and I can easily fit in, as kids do, in your sleeve. And then, when the teacher turns around, you take a quick little hit and not get caught. It's very different than when we're in school. If anyone smoked a cigarette in class, they wouldn't be there for very long. But now kids are doing this vaping and getting away with it.
Yeah, it's really pretty scary. So, doctor, what are your prescriptions?
Yeah, here's a few things to keep in mind now when it comes to vaping and electronic cigarettes. Remember that e-cigarettes often contain ingredients that are addictive and could harm your lungs, so it's not 100% safe. Number two, many of these electronic smoking products still contain nicotine, which can affect memory and concentration. Also, inhaling secondhand particles from vaping products can expose you to harmful chemicals. And finally, let's do the math. While e-cigarettes may help serious smokers quit, the majority of adults who also vape end up using other tobacco products.
So, Doc, what's the feedback from the cigarette industry about this vaping trend?
And so, Glenda, they're desperately trying to cash in. Cigarette sales are way down, and we're glad about that. So these companies need to find other ways to make money. Philip Morris is trying to get FDA approval for a device like this that actually contains a stick of tobacco, like a real cigarette. The difference is that this device only heats the tobacco rather than burning it. And the industry claims that the tobacco vapor is less dangerous than smoke. But given the past track record, I'm not sure how much faith I'd put in that research.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Nandi, we certainly appreciate your opinion and your knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you have a question or health concern for the good doctor, you can email him at drnandi@WXYZ.com or send it to us, Facebook or Twitter, and we'll get it right to him.